I am here with the leaders from Kampala to present to you the NRM manifesto.
Ijango ne kedengarenok lue ponto salaijo Kampala lue patalo NRM. Aitete mikinesi aina peta ano NRM.
NRM is a group which has been active in Uganda here and in Africa for the last 65 years.
Erayapuga no NRM na ijai aitemonokin eja utenela apol akwapano Uganda kiden Africa kid Africa kere.
For the last 65 years.
Otoma ukara kaisa kanyapa ilkan luokau. Your Excellency, we believe that we translate in one language so that we don't take too long.
Very good.
Thank you.
Now, in the manifesto,
Kotoma inapeta nuapugana no NRM.
we have pointed out 7 contributions NRM has done to Uganda and East Africa, and even Africa.
Idawa ichikunu aina peta nuetodo likapuga no NRM akaisara lukanyare nuuda ikamuntos Uganda kiden Africa kid Africa kere.
In the last 40 years.
Kotoma ikara kaisangon luokau.
The first contribution is what people have talked about, the I-Kuch.
Na sodit ngesingina limpapa I-Puch. Kenapa kinos.
I remember when I was here, when we were fighting with the rebels, they ambushed me at Ochuloi when I was going to Katine.
Itutengo kawangina ajaengo ne ejiekede lwa utasamengeri kitapugan alaijo Ochuloi.
Then, but Teso is where we defeated the rebels.
Kwenye chuta noi Teso ne ngesapote tele karatar munula mengeri kitosa pugan.
In Anyara, that's where our local people and the PUPDF killed Tabule.
Alaiji Anyara ngesapoti kostu yo kitunga inomara tare komanda la baka Tabule.
And the other day I was in Amuria, a place called Apopong. That was the turning point where we defeated Vincent Oti.
Edo poto maboisho ngesilaiji Amuria nebaka Apopong neni do chuta pote tele karatar eja kaitilo be Vincent Oti.
That is where I used for the first time our gunships and they crushed Vincent Oti's group.
Ngini na sodit engo aitosom epokpokita anu aipunupunara ajioko ti kere.
Because before, what do you call eating food without sauce? What do you call it in our language here?
Aibang.
Before, we were Aibang the rebels.
Okawangina iutasa Aibang amingerkina kapugan.
We were just following them on foot. Fatanyayo, on foot.
Oswide wala atupita my ukau ebe ngune atupakisi atupita ukau tai.
Then Oti would be ahead 5 kilometers. He leaves the group to keep ambushing just when we are following him.
Ojaido eja kaidlubo tingaren do dai bianakin nepeta mairo ngaren alokini kini ketele pai anwango pinikini so.
But this time we introduced sauce, and the sauce was gunships.
Kwenye dana apotise yata kisa cheche. Ida cheche na jai anwelu ji atapana ngesido idege ilu okuju ipokpokita na ngun.
And the gunships would attack the main force, even when the foot soldiers were still far behind.
Asanu angunu apedoretila helicopter silu alosite aitotwa ikina akim neja asira bolsonga rena ngina araide jasi ajio kokosi che erike jasi kau.
And that battle of using combined arms happened first here at Apopong, a place called Apopong in Amuria.
Ido na sodita itosom ejie la itosoma kujo kwamin kedo kwapuda na soditike itosomao ngesabo isitne baka Apopong anena Amuria.
So that's how eventually we got Aikuch in the whole of Uganda.
Ngini do chuti ngesi desiaroni ai nyakuna ipuch Uganda kere.
And that is our contribution to Uganda.
Ido ngini chut nyesin aitodolikinet na itegelikina ni nyakoni akwapuno Uganda.
But it's not just the weapons and the gunships. It is also the thinking that guides our politics and our defense efforts.
Konye mamera ebe iji isi obon ngesa poto pedosi ay nyakuna ipuj. Ay yatakita ay choritunga ay julao misho ay tetenara keta omom ngunu ngesa beite apoti nyakuti tunga amisiki na ipuj.
The main thinking is that we don't believe in sectarianism of religion or tribes. We believe in patriotism and Pan-Africanism.
Nwa beite chut mami koto ay sinyikokta omom nwa tekerin angaje pesine arabonati idinin ekota ite koro aite ajokisina oka kwap aite ay morkikina na okitunga kere.
We love Uganda, we love Africa because we need them for our prosperity.
Iminoni Uganda, iminoni itungalo Africa, iminoni ikokipei nara ikoto na ngini dopa oni anuona adumuna pol.
That's how we are able to build a strong party and a strong security system, army, police, and so on.
Chuti na ngesiborene ngara kinoni aduku na tukotono NRM ne gogong aduku na boy tight ne pugaere na gogong nu ngesapote swamata.
Now the second contribution is Apple.
Na yarete ngesinalimu papa president ngin na Apple.
Apple development has two parts.
Ido chuti ngin Apollo idumuni jebe jasi atenakare.
There is the economic infrastructure on the one hand and the social infrastructure on the other hand.
Ejai na chuti kamunti akerianutu oshepedope doja dope ni kamut aitopola teker.
The economic infrastructure includes the roads, the electricity, the telephones, the piped water, the railway, and so on.
Na kerianutu nyesini mori ariti irotini esimulo iwayai akirono akipi akimina API iborongunu kere luitoso maoni anu akira anu agwelanar.
You people in Teso, you have witnessed what has been done on that front.
Esu noi luoteso iwanyutesi kodocho nueswama pugan otoma ariangin.
We have paid the main dates of NRM to Teso in the area of the roads. We are remaining with just two areas.
Abeta shoot it touch apesenena ikamunta kironi rotin oteso kwenye saltos bala arebon ideuna.
We repaired the road from Tororo all the way to here.
Idawa itemokine road anyo unu chutore alai dio Tororo adolu nutonine.
We have done it several times actually.
Ido isamanu iruan.
Then we extended the tarmac road from here to Katine, to Otuboi, to Dokoro, to Lira, all the way to Kamudini.
Asote bobe yatakin ariora iduke road anyo uno Soroti adola atine aibe Otuboi api kwito Ndokolo amanakini Lera ai kokororo to ni Kamudini.
Then we extended the road from here to Katakwi to Moroto.
Asote bobo ai temokine road anyona ne tonichuti Moroto.
Then we brought a road from Parisa bypassing Mbare, and it hits Kumi.
Asote da na alemune roto tirinyi ai tolun Parisa asote nachambale engunu kiding Kumi.
So we are remaining with 2 dates.
Kwenye do kwani saltos kedape senare.
Or 3.
Bala uni.
The one from Kumi, Ngora, Serere, Kagwara, Bugondo. That we have the money. It is now, they are now looking for the contractor to do it.
Abeite ikatunga. Apesa na dope, ngesero tolo Kumi, aibe Ngora, aitoro Serere, aloste Agwara, Tony Bugondo. Kwenye jangunu da, iuta kwa na alemunu lebu na duk, anyu nebe egiara swam.
Now, there is a road which people in Kampala don't know about, but I've been telling them all the time. This is the road from Soroti, Amuria, Obaranga, Achanpi.
Ebalabo papa be. Ejero te dope mami tunga lo Kampala jenete. Eroto le nyona ne Soroti, aibe Amuria, alosto Balanga, olosa Achanpi, atuborto na bimngina, eroto bongoni yese dope.
So in Kampala, I tell them I need a road to link Soroti with Karamoja.
Amina ngalimono kini luo Kampala lu. Ikatunga la kodonge road, leru chokini Soroti, tonamuria aibe toningaren.
Then the Kampala people say, you old man, we have already built the road to Moroto.
Konyi katunga lulu. Idumuri okyo Kampala bakasamba mam. Idawa na iduke rolo Moroto, otitingori bere papa, ije polo no dare ubere.
Then because I have been using these roads, I say no. There's an area which you don't know. They don't know that area. So
Konyenga limono kini okesi, mamesi jenete, abeda mamlu ilato se o Kampala ngina. Konyenga jeni ngiroti lunare tore nengo, ejokero tolo.
So that road will be done.
Ido akoro ngalimo inesi, erotongo lilimu, Soroti, Amuria, Obalanga, Achanpi, ilose itemo kinerotongon, I do.
Otuke, Adilang, Abim.
Daru chokin Otuke, Adilang, alose chutona Abim.
Then there's a road from Katine to Ochero, which we are already working on. That one we have the money and we are working on it.
Ejaibo vero tole nyo na neatine, aibeto no Ochero. Ngoni idawage unuda.
Then there is a short road from Serere to here, to Soroti. That's a short road.
Papa yalama noi. Ebaka bala papa eswere sakan. Eroto kanyo uno Serere, abong ni Soroti ne, adaungesa omom, elosingesa duko kinone kola Sorotongon.
Through a place called Asuret.
Ebalangesi chuti, aitoru no bukecha honarabaye ku Asuretene, aibeto no taunune, ebete biakine kolas.
I know those areas more than you people because I have been using them.
Ebala papa ve ajene ngiroti ninguna de pareslu hariko, nara enge turene inen.
But there is also the road from Katakwi to Toroma to Bisina, to the ferry. That one can also be looked at later.
Ebalabo papa, ejero tolo Katakwi, aibe Toroma, tona lostela ija meri no Bisina, elosiongonda adukokin.
So, that's on the side of the road.
Ngunuberenu kamuntos irotin.
The telephones, you all have telephones now.
Konyechu di simun, esulu ipuane, ijase sukereke di simun.
Now, on electricity, you have seen the electricity, it is now here. It has gone to Katakwi, it has gone to Kaperamaido, it is all over the place.
Akimida na EPA, iwanyute sakimina EPA, adoluto no center na kus, adolo kata kuida abeto no buke chogwangida ngariam to na muriado bukechi Musa eja Akim.
Now, I was looking at the electricity for
erera kirono Akim
for the Soroti city.
Akim inoi anwesa neo city.
All the sub-counties are now linked with the headquarters.
Ite mwana kere lwe ya Pieto sita ne eruchokina kede kiding etauna anu Akim.
Yes, I have the file here.
Ebala papa be abete be jasi ne apapulai.
Let me read for you the file here.
Meberenga shumake sunu jasi.
Karaki is, I'm talking about Soroti city.
Enerango noi nikamuto se city lo Soroti.
Because we are now here in Soroti city, Soroti district.
Nara ikopukwa ni jayo nine o city lo Soroti o district lo Soroti.
I have the file here.
Eja ine pene chut apapula neja saina peta.
Asuret.
Alaijo tem Asuret.
Gweri.
Alaije Ogweri.
Kamuda.
Chutaibe kwap Kamuda.
Ochokchan.
Tonida alaijo Chokchan.
Awaliwali.
Kwapuda Awaliwal.
Aukot.
Alaije da Aukot.
Lale.
Kwapuda Lale.
Arapai.
Tonarapai da.
Katine.
Tonatine da.
Tubur Town Council.
Idolojo town ulo Tuburuda.
Tubur.
Tonetem Tubur.
I think it is Tubur Rural.
That is sub-county.
Yes.
Yes.
Then Ochuroi.
Tonilaije temo Chuloi.
All these have electricity up to the headquarters of the sub-county.
Adola Kimichut. Toni ofisi letem.
Now in the Karaki, the other we may not have reached all it has reached the districts, but not maybe all the sub-counties.
Konya jeni ngochuta laidi o Kalaki, adola kimobuku, kededa o district, konya bere mamishara kina, abo ishon walking on a district.
Now coming to water, I'm looking at water here. I have the file here for the two districts.
Ajase ngochuti ne keda file ne jasakiro ni kamutos esite kede district.
The Soroti district has got 359 villages.
A district alo Soroti ejasi kedi chaloi akwata uni akaisa kan ikanyangon.
263 have access to, I think, boreholes mainly.
Akwatare akaisa kanyapi uni ejasi no ikeda gilon.
This is 73%.
Eraina akaisa kanyari uni koto makwatat.
It is 96 villages which don't have a borehole.
Ichalo ya akaisa kanyango ni kanyape emame ete tona gilonda.
Which is 26.7%.
Ngine era akaisa la lukanyape anu akwatat.
Now coming to Soroti municipality, there's a pipe to water there.
Alomnune kidingo site ejasa kipinwa pipe no ejasi ne.
Serving 83,000 people.
Nuijana kinete itunga ilukumina kaisa kanyauni iuni.
There is Gweri pipe to water.
Ada utakipinwa pipe no adolere Gweri kechari kodangina.
I have all the files here.
Ejasa ina peta kere ne afailoka.
So we don't have time to go through the whole list, but the idea is pipe to water and also water for production in the form of dams and irrigation.
Emame ona pak. Ai namina mangini bore. Konya ina rino abate. Nwe polo konya sa anyune be. Ejasa kipi no a pipe on. Ido ejasa kipi nuito mai chokchoka anwakor.
Like for instance, irrigation here.
Ino maberejo akoru na chokchok.
There are 4 irrigation projects, including OPI.
Ejiasi aboisho ne utara akoru na chokchok. Ageuna ne ore OPI.
15 acres.
Ejayoto ma misiri na to na kan.
Awoja.
Alaija awoja.
13 acres.
Ya misiri na to na uni.
Ojikai.
Ojikai.
10 acres.
A misiri na tomon.
And Alele.
Kedelaija alere.
Now, this irrigation is very crucial.
Akoruna ay chokchoko kede Iran eraina epolagogon kedameda.
It will make you produce all the time in the whole year.
Ingara kitijo Isaac Iran ekarukere.
I can give the example of Dr. Muranga in Bushenyi.
Akorunga inakinesi ajenu netajaka ita bakaibe Dr. Muranga alaije obushenyi.
If you can get it on the video there.
Akoro kwananga ilipika tungalo achuma na ukweta isberesi akirokia Muranga achuma na nwe reikiso.
We can continue, they will get it for us. So this is all
Ebala papebe eyata kisiberainer yata kini bona cheda.
on economic infrastructure.
Owaya lo akeri anut.
But there is also social infrastructure.
Konye de jangunu likamunto sapolo na teker.
Mainly health
Kanoino ichuti angaleu
and education.
kede asyoman.
Let's look at education.
Ido owaya la asyoman.
There are 54 parishes
Ejasi tela akaisa kanyi wongono
in Soroti district.
Kotomo district alo Soroti.
But the district already has
our model plantation is. Plantation which you've had, we've already gone beyond 50 tons
let's first see the irrigation now.
yield
Ebala papa be.
per year.
Ete otogalo nile korie
Important part,
kede chok.
but especially in the dry season. So here we are using irrigation, drip irrigation, as you can really see, using water, especially in the dry season. Drip irrigation, the advantage with it is that it sends water where it is required. PBD does not depend on national water. We make our own water, which we pump every day. 90% of the water is used for irrigation, and the other 10% is processed for use in pilot plant and estate residential areas. This swamp, as per NEMA allows us to use a third of the water flow. But in the dry season, we even just use 12% of the water flow. So there is still enough water which we can pump. We've already finished the feasibility study to distribute the same irrigation water to the farmers, mainly along the water pipeline. So the structures you are seeing here are mainly to do primary filtration of the water. You have seen the color of the water through that aeration. It's our water in the western region is full of iron. So we always reduce the iron content by passing it through the air. Each of these pumps 40 cubic meters per hour.
Now, a banana plantation
Iteta si eraingini amisiri ne target.
operated by Dr. Muranga, one of our scientists.
Eraya misiri ne uta ejakai Dr. Muranga ipeipe Idopoto makori okuoko.
She's using the government land we gave her.
O eutaito soma alupo kono apugan vijay kinoni ngesi eraberu.
To produce bananas.
Eutangesi akoru etaget.
What is interesting
Iboreni tegelikina
is that she's producing 53 tons per hectare with irrigation and fertilizer.
Euta chuti aitolomo ikilo ilukumina kaisaka nyuni angini Misiri.
53 tons per hectare. 53 tons.
The tons, I'm translating it in kilos.
53 tons.
Ikilo ilukumina kaisakan. Lue target.
The nearby Banyankore, using their own methods,
Itungalu ankole lue ya pieta nepanen aito soma kechachoa.
They produce 5 tons.
Imunu kere imunya ankole ngun etolo munenete ikilo ilukumini kan
Per hectare.
Anu hectare dopet araba misiri na aratu tubet.
Dr. Muranga is producing now 10 times more bananas than those Banyankore there around.
Itedojo kwa nam chaltana itolo muni irwa na tomon etagetelo ekoriete luchelu imunyankole.
So that's why we say, please, irrigation, irrigation, irrigation.
Nyesi chuti balarebe ai choki choko ai chok chok ai chok chok.
Now coming to the education sector,
Owaya lo ashoman.
there are 69 government primary schools in Soroti district.
Eja sisemeroi akaisa kanya pe ikanyangon Soroti district.
And 29 government primary schools in Soroti city.
Ido city ane isemero apugan akaisara lukanyangon.
There are 5 government secondary schools in Soroti district.
Ajay papa.
There are 5 secondary schools in Soroti district.
Eja sisemeroi ikan lu osini ya Alaijo district.
And 5 government schools in Soroti city.
Eja aspo we kan kidingo city dane.
So we are continuing to build the primary schools.
Iuta yatakini aiduki semero ilu primary.
Although the primary schools are 69, they are not even distributed in the parishes.
Araida chutera sisemeroi akaisa kanyapi kanyangon low primary. Mamu ekora kine jok kotomoitela kere.
That is for Soroti district.
Kanoino ichuto Soroti district.
Because the parishes are 54.
Narai itela erasa akaisa kanyango akaisa iwongon akaisa
Government primary schools are more than the parishes.
Ipui semero low primary adepare itela.
But because they are not uniformly distributed,
Konye narai mame korokora kine jok
21 parishes don't have.
itela kaisara indio mame iti semero low primary.
So please in future be careful, you the managers. Don't put too many primary schools of the government in one parish and then forget about the others.
Akoronga ilip esulu ikamunto saite monokineta ochoitos mami kwa makineti semero apugan oitela is denyekini luche wanyitosi chan.
Because the government primary schools are now 69.
Nara ichuti isemero apugan adolotaka isa kanyape ikanyangon.
The parishes are 54.
Itela eraka isa kany iwongon.
We therefore have already more primary schools of the government than the parishes.
Apoloke ipu isemero apugan low primary adepari itela.
But we have got 21 parishes without any primary school.
Kunye ijao ni kedi itela akaisara indop lwe mame esemero araide dope.
Which means that the primary schools are concentrated in some parishes, not in others.
Apoloke ibumu wakina isemero ilo primary oitela iche omameto oitela iche.
The policy is one government primary school per parish, one government secondary school per sub-county.
Erai chuta inapeta pugan. Esemere do pelo primary oitela. Esemere do pelo senior otem.
Now coming to the health centers.
Owaya la dekisha.
The file is all here.
Euta papa mona papulani kamunti akrosit netu pakit.
The Soroti district has got 12 sub-counties.
A district alo Soroti ejasi kedi temwana ejasi kedi itela itomunare. Itemwa, sorry, itemwan.
There is one health center for
Ejai adekis na doketaita na ongonet adiope.
and 5 health center series.
Ido adekisha no adoketaita na uniet rasa kan.
Therefore, there are 6 sub-counties which do not have any health facility of either health center 3, health center 4, or hospital.
Apollo ke ejasi itemwani kanyape lwe mamei adekisna adoketaita na uniet adekisna adoketaita na ongonet ara Dexino district.
Therefore, the plan is as follows.
Opupokisi erasa inapeta upona lota.
Upgrade Tiri Health Center 4 to a general hospital.
Elosio aike una tiri ara una dekis na polon. Soroti pupetesi.
Upgrade Kamuda Health Center 3 to Health Center 4.
Ebe itaike un adekisi na amuda ara una health center 4.
Upgrade Aukot Health Center 2 in Aukot Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Aike una adekisi na ukot anyono health center lo yaret tono health center lo uniet.
Upgrade Award Health Center 2 in Award Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Aike una adekisi na waliwal anyono health center 2 tono health center 3.
Upgrade Lare Health Center 2 in Lare Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Aike uno adekisi no health center no nale anyona no yaret to na uniet.
Upgrade Ochoki Chan Health Center 2 in Ochoki Chan Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Aike un adekisi no chokchan anyona no yaret to na health center na uniet.
Construct a new Health Center 3 in Tubur Sub-County.
Adukokin adekisi na itetet na doketaita na uniet laije Tubur otem Tubur.
With the Soroti City, out of the 2 sub-counties in Soroti City, one has a regional referral hospital.
Ane chuto city otoma otemwani yare alweja so city edope ngesejai adekisi na Apollon no right no regional.
One has got Health Center 4.
Adope ngesejai health center na ngonet laije madera kedena adekisi na Apollon.
And 5 have Health Center 3s.
Ido oitela health luchekwi idumunijo health center no uniet ejasi.
Therefore, all the sub-counties have got health facilities of either Health Center 3, Health Center 4, or hospital in Soroti City.
Eraida beito city ane itemona kere areja adekisi na dokita na uniet ara ina ngonet ara adekisi na Apollon o city ane ejasa dekisia.
So you wonder why Soroti City was not supporting NRM.
Kwenye da umo kitengo inyobere so Soroti city mamesi gang totore na rem.
Anyway,
Your Excellency, they are saying this time they are going to do the needful. That's what these ones are saying.
Anyway, Edeke is there. He can forgive those who commit sins.
Ebalangesibe ite Sedeke. Araidi yuri atasa diakanar itimi esi.
So I have all the plans here, but I cannot go through all of them.
Abeite chuti ejase ngi plan in kerene. Konye mamenga pera down ukere.
Now these are all part of the social infrastructure.
Nukere era kirono itopolo ateker.
The schools, the health centers.
Isemeroi adekisia.
Then on the other side, economic infrastructure, the roads, electricity, and so on.
Awayaje akerianut igudoi akimina ipie akirono akipi kedibori chedangun.
All these together are Paul.
Iboro lukeri mor kikijo esa kirono Apol.
So now we have two words in our manifesto.
Apollo ke itodokyo na kirare koto mainapeta anwe pugaya lo NRM.
I coach
I put you na sodit
and Paul.
Apollo na yare.
Now this is where a question comes in.
Kwanado na ngesebunya aka iniset.
There are good tarmac roads now in Soroti.
Ikopu kwana eja narirotini lwekolas eja Sorotine.
Do you adjure on the tarmac road at night?
Ijo chuti ijoto ijo roto lwekolas nareje kolas o town ne. Ijoto ijo kolas.
Where do you adjure?
Ebala papa ibi joto itese. Ai Ebakasi kesi okais they sleep in houses.
You sleep in your homes?
Yes.
In Ore.
Ebi joto itese Ore.
You adjure in Ore.
Yes.
Eyarama Edeke.
Inshallah kidding Esedeke na joto itese Ore.
Now, even me, tonight I will adjure in my Ore here.
Araida ngesi eja ngesi Soroti ne ejoto ngesi doreke ne edunyi kede pamba.
Now, this is where the question comes in.
Konyedo ne ngesebuni aingiset.
When you go back to Ore,
Ibongo jore
the Ichan you left in the morning will still be there.
Araida eje kolas otaunu ne edolo jabo ngorore idumuni je beri kichan luna ninye kidijo ijasore mere kwangi.
And the Ichan will say Eyarama Abungen.
Ebala papa president copy pupo teresi bidolije bakasi chanebe etwene alama abongun.
Say, we are still here. We are still here.
Idumuni ya bakasi chane iriko sijaine.
The children have no sugar.
Imame idu eskali.
There is no milk.
Imame etakipi. Abrakile.
No paraffin or electricity.
Imame akinyete netodoma.
The clothes are not enough.
Ekaditosi guene rida pacha bonejiasi.
So that's why, from the beginning, the NRM insisted on another contribution. Apor is there, Aikuch is there, but Abar must be there also.
So bala papebe, araide ja Aikuch, araide ja Apol, ebala NRM, ekotonguno jasi, konye koto ja itunga barada.
Because some people, even scholars in the university, in the 60s, who were telling them, development. Then I would say, but development, does it include a bar at home?
Ikoloso, ajalu ipiroriti lwa shomaritos. Idumuri generasi, akirianud, Apollo, akirianud. Konyingisi so kesi, akirianud ni generasi suna. Eputosi keda bar araibo biai.
And from the 1960s, I thought it was crucial to distinguish between Apor, which is ours, which is shared, the road is ours, and Abar, which is mine as an individual, or as a family, or as a company.
So, Ibalasebe, Ekodoja Tiaketait, Apollo erai Nemorio, Itunga Kerelo Sto Road Emorio, Itunga Kerelo Sadekisha Emorio, Konye Borene Polo, Nesabar, Nara Bar erai Naka, Araine Kakal.
Therefore, from 1995, I came here, I went everywhere, I was telling you, Aiga Akipi, Aymar, Abar, I was telling you about all this.
Agiauno karale lukumite do pakwa takanyango na kaisa kanyango ni kan. Erimokite ngane, abala ngesebe, ikadunga la kirono abar. Ega atakipi. Anyute ponelo ichuria onida ay pakas. Tote roni di dumuna abar.
Fortunately, some people listened to my message.
Ichi ato maese anuare reng apoto pupoto no enerango.
Like we were just now with Joseph Ijara of Serere.
Kapati kop kwana ibuni nano Serere, ijaiso kere Joseph Ijala.
Let's see what he did when he had my message here. I was speaking here.
Angole kisibero ninu akiri Ijala. Enerasa wokedelu Ijala nepa ne isa pupu Ijala kakiro ngole kisi.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ijala. I am the proprietor of Teifa Farm, which is located in Serere in a place called Kakusi, where we are. And in Teifa we have dairy, poultry, and we're also making laundry bar soap. But we also have the value addition aspect of the farm, where we produce yogurt and pack it, tin it for the market. This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency, the President of Uganda, when he had come here and he was teaching people about the 4-acre model. He was having a rally in Soroti, and that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that master business in Soroti. So when I heard this, when I heard he was around, I crossed to go and listen to his story. And he was talking about a 4-acre model, how to improve household income. So when I came back, I was fired because I delayed there and the came and the guy said, you go and eat those words that you had. But I had already this land, 2.5 acres, but I also had local chicken here. But after hearing that, I got inspired to put more effort on raising this chicken. So I raised the chicken to the tune of about 100 of them. Then I got a small incubator. That was about 4 eggs. So I used that incubator for multiplying my local chicken farm. Eventually I was having 1,500 local chicken around. And I was very famous for local chicken. So, but then local chicken were not answering my day-to-day needs. So I decided to translate it to layers. In Teifa Farm, we have 10,000 layers, which give me about 310 trays per day. And each tray goes at price of 10,500. So approximately 3 million, about 3 million shillings a day from the eggs that we get. Of course, it varies depending on the cost of the feeding, but at least a half goes for management, a half goes to our pocket as Teifa. So after selling the layers, that money I invested it on dairy. I started dairy with the 4 cows, but you know I have multiplied very fast because I'm using AI. I have my own semen bank here, so I do artificial insemination. And then I also got a vet who was able to train some of us here with the veterinary knowledge. I think he's even here, that gentleman there is our vet. So the cows that I'm going to show you are cows that are bred from Teifa Farm that produce, my highest produces 36 liters per day and my lowest is at 20 right now, each cow. So 36, between 20 and 36 liters per day. And they all have names.
Now, that is the story of Joseph Ijala.
Kwana nyini ngesi awaragan nai community rotokea Joseph Ijala.
He was a taxi driver nearby here.
Ido erai ngesi le yapie kolonalo mnaoshepane.
When I was speaking here 11 years ago, he came to listen to my message.
Nenera rengo ane ikaridisika ngesabu Ijala omesikina nwa aomitengo.
Which is a message I have been giving since 1966. This is almost 60 years.
Erai nwa kiro nwe doka ngeinere. Ageuno kareli lukumite dopa kwa takanyangon akaisa kanyapi kanyape. Edokengo noi do amuno ngebe apuputicha esi.
Abar in every ore.
Abaraba erai chutijoda obu orekon.
This has been my message.
Ngesi nwa balengo ikotojoda ite abarano rekon.
When he had that message, he had 2.5 acres at home.
Aparasha no misiki nijale kainer. Orike jasi keda misiri na hare keda tutubet.
And he said that he was sacked by his boss because he had
malolo peda be aponi ngesi renge araswam osoroti ane
from the taxi driving job.
Nare tekeri ngesi ataxi otaunane.
So when he went and implemented part of my message,
abungezo loto osoda itodolikin ache kotoma oinere sineika.
Because in our message, which we put in the manifesto of 1996, we were talking about 7 activities in 4 acres.
Nara kotoma inapeta kosi no epuga okarale lukumite do pakwata kanyango na kaisa kanyango ni kanyape ibi akiti akiro akanyare nu ebe iti jaswam anu adumu na bar.
1 acre for coffee.
Adope misiri anu era emuanyi.
1 acre for fruits.
Adope misiri eira araito.
1 acre for pasture for cows like these ones.
Adope misiri anua melo anua kituku.
1 acre for food.
Adope misiri anui nyamat.
And in the backyard, poultry for eggs and piggery.
Do kaune togo akokore anua be anuegwela naro kededa ai pitipege.
And near the wetlands, fish farming.
Ido kwa shepikedi sama akor agaria.
So out of the 7, Ijala picked just 2.
Oto makanya ariangu nukere. Abu Ijala lema arebon.
He picked poultry for eggs and now added dairy.
Abu berengeso sekute ai pita kokore anua be anugwela nara. Konye koje kopkwana iyata kina kitu anua kile.
When I visited him, that time when I took the video, he was producing 310 trays per day.
Otoma apara na bunienge pejo kini jala. Anini bere etolomingesi. Asinian anu abe akaisa unejastoma. Asinian akwatauni keditomon angini paran.
But he has now doubled.
Edwanari kwa nirwanare adolota kwa taka nyape keda kaisare.
And the cows were producing 300 liters a day.
Akituku aina na kineti jala akile nepetai ichupa ya kwa tauni angini paharan.
But they are now producing, now selling 800 liters a day.
Kwa na egwelanari litai akwataka nyauni angini paharan.
Therefore today, Ijala, here in Serere, not in China, not in Europe, not in America, here, in Serere, is earning 6.8 million shillings a day.
Abeta shoot. Ijala ba. Anepa no Serere. Merekere China. mere bulaya ne edumune ne ijala angini pak I milioni ni kanyape kedi lukumina kwa kanyauni angini paran ijala iapia pua no sererane.
That means 68 million in 10 days.
Apolo ke I milioni na kaisa kanyape ikanyauni koto mapara shatomon.
About 200 million in a month.
I milioni ni nepeta akwa tare elapedope.
And more than 2 billion in a year.
Da depar arite areda kotoma okare dope.
Without including value addition, which has also added.
Idoda mamereji malarit iborosine jelwe yata kinye sida kati kwa na achina kokoredi perori ya gwelari.
Now, where Ijara is creating a bar, there is no tarmac road there.
Nani pupete sisi nerane kede papa president. Ninane utarijala ay toloma bar e mame rotole kolasida.
The Apollo is not so good.
So Apollo ke mamere kolas ngese yauna bar.
But a bar is there.
Konyibore ne pol ngesi aja utekede nyo a bar.
As long as the road is passable, even if it is maram.
Konye tutareje road do itora keju are motokari gali. Ejoko nepenen ara de mame kolas.
I've got many testimonies here in my video, but I don't have time to show them to you.
Abete ajasengo kedaje na nuto toma video no le jasengo. Konye mame ngapa kai todi esikere I video no ngun.
This is why we say our contribution number 3 is a bar.
Ibore ngini ngesi balari sebe. Ai todoli kinere kosi na uniet ngesa yaun abar otunga.
I puchu. Apol. A bar.
Kededokwa na bar.
And we have been on this all this time. NADS, Ntandikwa, Operation Wealth Creation, PDM, Emyoga, all those money we have been sending to you, we have been begging you to get out of poverty.
Ikatungalu, iutari kera kirona barano. Iau koje Setandikwa, iau PDM, iau Emyoga, iau NADS, iboro lukeri barasebe, katungalu, imeda utesuda, tote ribarete.
We are now going to continue sending the PDM money, the 100 million per parish.
Ilose yatakin, ay jukunu ni kapunu, luo PDM, kotomoitela akus.
I will add another 15 million for the leaders to borrow from.
Ikatungalu, alosengo, ay yatakin, milioni ni tomona kan. Tote rengare noko, lueja asa doke nanu egitigita. Okansulo, NRM, Keres unengare no imeda utesuda kotomo PDM.
Then I have created a separate fund for the fishermen because their demands are bigger.
Aseudongo atiakuna rupian ebi akino irago lo shape anuaro itunga lwe lokete edia ochorin nara ingunu lo ochori itebali tegelkina kechakiro ikasetagaria.
And a fund for the religious leaders.
Adawenge itunu engare no kolwedini nida. Ebia kongo ngunuda ezriago keche o shape kidarupian.
In their dioceses and the Muslim districts.
Kotoma chokisho kech, kotoma anya nareta kededa ngunu, kotoma anya nareta anu omusikitin.
We the ordinary Christians and Muslims, we shall continue getting our interest-free loans, low-interest loans from the parish PDM money.
Dokwa nesi ngun ingare no koluidinin. Eraide esi ai jaunu nulukusu iloni nilu PDM ai torito toma aanya nareta akus tomo mishoni ni kus omamei amedana ija unapugan kanekus.
But the leaders will borrow from the 15 million, which is 15 million the leaders, and the church leaders from their own fund, not competing with us, with the ordinary people.
Dodo ese ngare noko esulu cheuni ngare noko luidini ni kedelu ngare noko luipate ijauna ta desulu kuso fandi ne kwate milioni ntomana kan kedelu kusida lu ngare noko lidini kwenye mamiputa maria keda so iso lo asaja.
There are university graduates who have finished university but not got a job for 2 years.
Eja chuti atumunak luangeta kisasho man aro college aro university adauti kariare mamedu mutosa somsine.
For those who shall create a fund where they can go and borrow and do something for themselves.
Anukusu ebala papa president elosai biakene ikapuno dule dopet dojo da loste ai kopa unangina olosa geari koni kolero dodo joda ai pepe anepa nen narai asomsine mamipu.
The areas of Teso, Lango, Acholi were disturbed by insurgency for a long time, and cattle rustling, and cattle there were destroyed.
Kotoma kedeto no Uganda ai moriari Teso, Lango, Acholi kede laijeto necho angolola no o River Nile. Apotesi long unos kede jie iro dapo no ngatara kusakitu adau na ojau.
When peace came, we started restocking.
Na bongu na aina pakini keda ipuch apota geutu ainya kanakini baren moti.
The restocking was going on.
Itamiti ainya kanakini ibaren moti.
But some people went to court.
Apoti chetunga okerate ukoti.
Made it a legal issue.
Inya ikine dadakiro araute epegete la kila no epuga e.
And they demanded compensation. We started giving them money.
Ogeune tikela kui liplebe mamari barene kotos kesi atachio ikapun.
We gave them 159 billion shillings.
Asoda ijaikini arita ilukumina kwa tata kaisa kan ikanyangon.
But when I checked,
konyene rei kinango
I was not seeing the results on the ground.
Ere kingo chote jok mami borabu engan abu odolo kesi.
I therefore decided to consult the leaders.
Apolo kiabu enga tema ikapunu lwenya kakitukulu lwapoto kerata okoti bala mame uta saito dolikini katunga nyese nga bongunu ailipai chorio aneja senga renok.
I came here and called a conference in Teso here, Lango, Acholi.
Abuenga bune Teso kede Lango kede Acholi asode nga nyarar aurianet na itetema kironu.
I floated an idea.
Abuengo ataka kesa umishoit.
What if we gave each homestead some few cows and we...
Engobe, araibo itamakone ijaikini, angoni kal, akituka dis.
And I suggested a figure of 5.
Yes, ngate maribe, edumangoni kal, akituka kan.
They liked it.
Apotwenga renok, ialamikinos, ominuta kirotona.
Then they said they are going to consult you.
Otemarete do engare no kolu ebe bongunete nekus anwami sikini nui womito sesi.
When they consulted you, you supported the idea.
Na pona tarengare no kolu ne ija sesi. Abakasi ba poto bongutu asoda limoki ne ngebe imina sesu da angonikal adumu na kituk akan.
We have therefore adopted that idea.
Atekeri no Soroti Adaudongo da kwape president achamun akiro sitting in.
Of the 5 cows per homestead,
Your Excellency, your people are very cheerful on that remark from you.
so it's a bit expensive, but we shall implement it.
Atekeri no Soroti, atekeri no Teso. Ajelengo chutebe e polaitai. Eja ikina ngonikal akituka kan. Konye kwa pale minesi e president kus alosenga utari aitodolikin.
So all these efforts are on the issue of Abar.
Apoloke ikatunga. Nukere no awudedete ngaswam. Erano inyakakini abara kotomokali akus.
Which is number 3 in our program.
Nare rai aina appetite na uniet kotomaloski neta kose kwa papugano NRM.
But there is a 4th point.
Eja accuracy na iwongonet.
Aswam.
Aswam sine.
Where does Aswam come from?
Aibo eponatar aswam sine.
Where do jobs come from?
Aibo eponatar aswam sine.
Let me show you where they come from. Let's see Byamukama.
Ikatungalu. Ebala pape be angolia ikisibere bobo alabira ingun. Eteoto aibe ponatar aswam sine.
Welcome to Kamai Demonstration Farm. My name is Fred Byamukama. I'm a member of Parliament of Buganges West Constituency, Kakumiro District. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have a half acre of pineapple, has 6 cows for 0 grazing. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. And we have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery, those are very many. And 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. Where we are, this is the 4-acre model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters to lead by example so that my voters can learn what media the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumu, to Kisozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you will see as we move, or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. The house as well. You don't sleep here, but if you sleep here, the house as well is seated on this 4-acre model farm. When you look at poultry, out of the 25,000 birds, it's only 11,000 giving me eggs. Others are soon giving me, and I get 302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays, but because of the feeding method, minimally. Then I sell in a month, you can get a net profit of 55 million, because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity. Remain with 55 million net pay. When you get the cows per month, these are 6 cows. Each cow minimally gives you 20 liters. So when you get 20 times 6, that's 120 liters per day. 120 liters per day. For us, a liter here is workers. Sometimes even the drug for spraying. That is 0 grazing, you spray for ticks and other things. At the end of the day, you remain with a net profit of 6 million from the cows for 0 grazing. So this is our grass. Here, 1 acre of grass. This 1 acre is enough feeding our 6 cows. And our cows are feeding well with this grass we have. When you get like the half an acre of pineapple per harvest, you get about 4.5 million, and I harvest twice a year. You will see, even as now, there are those which I can harvest for my friends to take. When you look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell. I give to my neighbors to rear. When you look at coffee, we normally harvest 12 million. We normally harvest 12 million from 1 acre. Because we are just starting up the harvest. We had the first harvest, and when you get about 12 million, but when you irrigate very well, and you have fertilizer, you get between 18 and 24 million. From 1 acre, coffee alone minus banana. And this banana at the end of the month, you can get about 1 million, 1.8 million. But I don't sell my banana, I use it for eating. So I simply get my coffee to ensure The other 12 million I'm telling you, which we are getting from this 1 acre, because we have tested it where you receive. And here, currently,
okay,
I'm employing 26 people.
Freeze it there. The previous one. The previous.
Ekoto papa inyakara ekau. Inyakara ekau.
This is what I wanted to show you.
Nungesi nana koto nga itodiki nesi.
This is a young man, Biamukama,
Honorable Biamukama,
who listened to my message 3 years ago when he came to Parliament.
Abu Obu Eda Waitub, Abu Nero Parliament, Osoda Ipupe ka Einer.
And I told him what I'm telling you now.
Abuenga limono kingesi, Nuautanga limono kinesi kopana.
The 4 acres model for the ones with small pieces of land.
Akirono Misiri na angon, Ngunulwe edishoka lupoko.
And he copied it.
Also develop chuti, ngesi da losite, abongo kina aswamu kwapo kwa ngini.
Planted coffee,
Iraiki ne mwanyi,
bananas,
Iraiki ne target,
fruits,
Iraya raito,
a few dairy cows,
Osone biaki na kitu kadis nwakile,
and poultry.
Obiaki na kokoreda, anwabe.
You had from poultry, he's getting 302 trays per day.
Owaya lo akokore, edumunenei, nepetai, iritei, akwata una kaisare, luabea kaisauni, angini paran.
And in a month, he earns 55 million shillings net.
Eda unela pedope, egwe laike borolu, edumuneja kaitilo, imilioni na kaisaka ni kan, kongo kong, oisao,
From eggs alone.
anwabe bon.
That means like 600 million net in a year.
Inomado verejo, imilioni na kwataka nyape, kong ekaredope, kotomabe bon.
From eggs only.
Anwabe bon.
We have not included the other activities.
Mamberengesi, ibiakiti, ay subisa ache, ni soma ingeso famu ke.
So Biamukama has gone from Ichan to Abar.
Adaute neja kaiti Biamukama, asomuno chan, chelele kwa no lope, okidingi na habari.
But Biamukama's Abar has now created a swamp.
Konyena akuna ngeso misikise jok, nyesebe, abarake, Biamukama, ainaki, aswamsine, nejidu engunuta.
He's employing those 26 people.
Itejo ituangunu akaisara lukanyape kere iswamaete ofamu kiaba mukama.
And today, when I was in Serere,
Ilolo ajaingo serere.
Ijara told me that he's now employing 38 people.
Ebarakeri jalada ngesida ngino serere ituka kaisa una lukanauni iswamaete ofamu ke.
Including 4 university graduates.
Ijalada achuti itungi wangon lesho mitosi o university kere iswamaete ofamu ke.
There was even an Atatai, the ones I trained in the skilling center here, who went into bakery. I've forgotten her name, but she's now employing 8 people.
Ejai Atatai tika na kolo abuenga dumote sane asode ngangare tutuor aneo skilling center wokane kwana eutangesida aswamuna aswame mugati kedagwela na remugati nyesida ejaika swamsina kanyauni neja situnga.
NRM always wants politics of knowledge, not politics of propaganda, of shouting.
Iso o NRM ikono se politics leiner keda swam e politics la pol meres politics lai sab lai du elugambo anyo no center to no center.
So I am using these examples to answer the question of where do jobs come from?
Autange todi kinesa jena nutonu toteresi idumuneta bongo kinet neba lebe aibo eponatar aswamsine.
Some people try to give you the impression that jobs come from the government.
Ruananu ipu ejalwe pote ne ewongo ay ngalangale si o mito sebe aswam sine kere elomneto tomapugan.
All the government jobs put together, they are 480,000.
Aswam sine noji asa pugani kere imor kikijo. Tonina araute aradisisda. Erai ilukumina kwa tangon akaisa kanyauni bon.
How can 480,000 jobs cater for a population of 50 million now?
Epo nani epedor taraswam sine ilukumina kwa tangon akaisa kanyauni dia yedolotor itunga imilionini akaisa angon aluare.
So I have shown you that Abar produces aswam.
Akodongesi ojenutu do misi kisebe eja unabaro tunga epote aswam sine.
And what I have shown you here is commercial agriculture.
Iboreto dike ngesa ne ngesa kironwa kur nu inyakunete ameda.
But let us see factories.
Akodongo ni bobo ereikisi eitatai.
Those are all, put the factories first. Put them on freeze.
Ebalapabe nyakutubere echumana no itatai nyakutubera chuman.
Freeze there. That is a town of factories near Mbale which has just come up.
Itete sunen. Eboma la chumana no itatai la aduko kinimbale kingane mbale nen. Nyesi neni tezesi e paripari nen. Achumana no itatai ngun.
Let's look at one of them.
Asereiki sadopet.
Now, those are workers in just one factory.
Nguni tete eso ebalasi nyudu ngun. Eso makangunu kiere ejasi achume dope bon ne itatai.
These factories, which have just started coming to Uganda, are now employing 1.3 million Ugandans.
Ichumana lo itatai luageo na duko noki ni Uganda. Eja ikisi itungalo Uganda emilion tedope kedilukubina kwa tauni eja ikisi aswam sine.
All the Ugandans working for the government are 480,000. So the factories are now employing 3 times more people than the employees of the government.
Owanyu tudesi itunga kerelu samaita pugan ilukubina kwa tangono kidakaisa kanyauni. Konye chumana lubon eja ikisa aswam sine iru anauni aswam sine no eja asi otoma pugan iru anauni.
So that is point number 4.
Kwana nyiringesi aina appetite na ongonet.
Number 5
na ikanyet
is what we call service delivery.
Na ikanyete ngesina bakai eja na kine la pugan.
Like security.
Ayuara.
How is the security going?
Eponane jar ayuara otunga.
Like the fight against crime.
Eitiji amumu otunga.
Like health.
Angaleu.
Education.
Aisisia kedasho man.
Information.
Akirono aiwe iye muto.
Entertainment.
Akirono aishal itunga.
Sports.
Akirono aboli aso.
This is all part of service delivery.
Nukere era akirono kamanara kede eja na kine lo itunga.
But we don't have time to go into each, but you can yourselves audit and see what has been done in each of those areas. Transport.
Emame ngapaki na lo state tatamanu kere. Wanijo kata kirono a lo steda. Emame apak. Konya kutenge subonik ire ikisi abonshe okuch. Baby ai isama apugan akirono ejana kine.
You can see the service delivery that has gone very well and some that may have some problem.
Ejasi akirono ejana kine. Ache no alo toto jok. Ejano mamu ejase jokoda. Ekono kwa no night anyun aibebeit aitetenar.
For instance, immunization has gone very well.
kwa party anyunet ay tumio ne kato alote joko noi.
But the curative side, the treatment side sometimes has a problem with the stealing of drugs in the government health centers.
Konye owaya la mukian kanoino ichuti ay mukio na adek chesana ejepolo ibacha chari motimoti isibito baliboro mameten to.
This is where the NRM members need to listen to the guidance of the NRM.
Nyesina ni minariso lwapugana no NRM ay pupe jok ay chorio ne pate.
When we created the LOC system, why did we create the LOC system? There was already the Gombora chief, the Muruka chief, the Sada chief, the DC. Why did we create the LOC system?
Neigeona akironu ikamutosi lwa LOC. Araide jangunu aja ile tela, aja ile rony, aja ile tem, aja ile buku, aja ile polokiti ADC lo district da. Inyoberi na kiniso ibunike da akironu wa LOC.
I am the one who proposed the creation of the LOC system.
Engolo polo nyesa pepe una akiro noitegear akironu wa LOC.
Because I had seen the corruption in the government. In the time of the British, time after independence, I was seeing the corruption in the government.
Narai abuenga ngichute apara shanu musugunu ipugaita oni ajami dichina piai ija oni musugunu apugan abuenga anyebe eriko itunga kanini eo jakalemeletoi apugan.
The Gombora chiefs were corrupt.
Akokoloka apolokitemwan.
The Sada chiefs were corrupt.
Akokolaka luapolo kibukui.
The teachers in the schools had corruption.
Ajia inari akaninua ojaka osemeroida.
The veterinary were selling government drugs.
Imurokolu itiangida agwela nareti ke luibaren.
That's why, therefore, I proposed that in addition to the government civil servants, let's have our own people whom we elect ourselves to oversee these government people.
Ngesi ngate marebe. Araide jeso makapugan. Ekodo jauno situnga Luis Sekioni kulepek. Lueje asikidingine itunga. Todere kesi tete. Eito somae lo aswamisho apugan.
The LOC 1, the LOC 2, the LOC 3, the Member of Parliament constituency, Member of Parliament woman, Member of Parliament disabled, Member of Parliament worker, Member of Parliament elderly, all those are supposed to be the Nyamparas to defend our interests against the corrupt civil servants.
Lukere, E1, Lochalo, E2, Kedeke Committee, E3, Obunijo, Ikansalan, Obunijo MPs, Luepolo Quintos Wengwalauna, Luepolo Quintos Angor, Luis Secretary Lukere, Aranu Kesara Utakonye, Itunga, Angichunu Chut, Aibo, Ejai, Amidich, Narupian, Nuejana Kine, Alitunga.
The LOC 5, the councillors, these are all your own people elected by you to supervise your interests in the government.
Ikansalan lo district LOC 5 kata Luibo Balu era lukeri twali sekretary era ikeseza beita anyunebe idolor kinete esi aswamsine.
Those people are elected by you
Esu nyesi sekretary tungalu
to be Nyamparas. Do you have Nyampara in our language here?
Anwawa I wrote, yes, the word Nyampara is known to us. They used to be the supervisors of these people who slash the roads,
Yes.
who clear some areas, public places.
So,
Yes, the Nyampara is known.
All these people are your Nyamparas to check what the civil servants are doing. Make sure they don't divert your resources.
Lupolu, nyesa beita ya around ijapala na kus lueri dete kui ikorio anyu nebe siri immediately PI ijana kisitunga aswa mshoe na ibecho kit apugan.
If they are not doing it, then make sure you make them do it. Ask them.
Ara iwanyu jebe, mami kansala na lu, mami sirisi lu, mami LC5 silu, etupito sa jana kined la apugan. Orida kisilu, aingitu nukes, inyo mamesi tupakin totor, odoruta swa mshinye kwa pone ijaso.
So the NRM gave you a gun, but it seems you don't know how to fire it.
Chuta bait, ije kile sapuga no NRM, emudu, kwenye bala mamesi jenete, epone lo gweta kinet.
Now that is service delivery.
Ngini ngesini balaso, eje anakine la swamsine.
Which is number 5 in our political program.
Ngini ngesina ikanyet, kota mainapeta kosi, nueje anakine.
Number 6
Na ikanyetape,
is the issue of the market.
Akiro nuisoko nini.
The market, when we produce all these products, where do we sell them?
Idawani, aitolomun, ara itona, isakanilu, iborolwe itatai, iboridope bobo, yese sokoni.
Let's see some of the products. If they have sugar, how much sugar, let them show us if they have it.
Ikatunga lu, lwa chuman, itodi kisibere so, iborolu itolomo kede akiro ni sokoni, itodu tuberese.
Sugar, or the milk factories, or the other factories of cloth.
Arabonati, ichumana lu sukali, arabolu igwen, itodu tuberese arejasi, apto shangun.
As we wait for the pictures, I can tell you that Uganda is producing a lot of products.
Ebala pape be, imame hapa kikopkwa na elosingesi ayatakini kede okainer.
We produce a lot of cement.
Itolome oni estimate.
The internal demand is not enough.
Ido itungale korozi podasa itosoma estimate ikidioko.
A lot of sugar.
Esukali le pol.
A lot of milk.
Akilenu ipu.
A lot of maize.
Emudungada aswi.
A lot of bananas.
Etageteda nyidi.
So the internal market is not enough.
Esokoni lo oni bona no Uganda edit.
That's why NRM has been working on the regional market.
Ngesile metamito rapuga nikosi no NRM. Anyu nebe idumuno nesokoni akwapsine anuidunya sikedoni.
Uniting the market of East Africa, the market of Africa.
I more kikine sokoni lokide an Africa kere.
So therefore, these are 6 of our 7 points. I will talk about the 7th another time.
Anuangunu nuungeza na peta kosi akanyape nuejana kine. Ejaina kantare kwenye nerangongini achepak.
So let's see sugar now.
Aso anyu tuno esukali.
They have not prepared show the products inside. We want to see the quantity.
Ebala pape be lo achuma ni todu tiboro lo otoma. Mami todi ete sokinga neni bon. Todu tiboro lo otoma.
Or milk or any of the products.
Arabonata kile, arabonati chet boreni tolomuntai.
So therefore, this is the manifesto we are presenting to you.
Anuangunu nu nesaina peta nuejana kine nuikotosa pese kinesi.
Not somebody to come and say, I want to be president, I want to be president.
Mere tunganan abunerene uongo. Akodongo da raune president, uongo atitai.
In order to do what? How are you going to solve our problems?
Konyara ili kodia raune president, olimokina iso, epo nani, ibuni ojo aitemokin atio kisho kose.
So therefore, the people of Teso, I appeal to you to support NRM because of the 7 points, 6 of which I have mentioned here.
Anuangunu elipitengesi kedeta lesiana itunga Teso igangata apugano NRM kanoino ichut anua kiranguna kanyape nwalimenga ne konyorasa kanyare adiope mamlolo ngenerita ne osoroti.
Number 1, Aikuch.
Na sodi tingesa ipuj.
Number 2, Apple.
Na yaret ngesa Paul.
Number 3, Abar.
Na uniete ngesa kironwa Abar.
Number 4, Aswam.
Na iwongonet ngesa Aswam sine.
Number 5, Service Delivery.
Na ikanyet ngesa ijana kine.
And number 6, a bigger market through East African and African integration.
Na ikanyitape ngesa itananyare sokoni anwezi morikikini kide na Afrika kide Afrika kere.
But let me end by showing you how you can be a bar.
Akodo donga ngetakini.
In the
Aito dikinesi iponeli rauna jo abaran.
In the 4 acres.
Koto mamisiri na angon.
Taking my example.
Iteta chuta engolo polo. Ajena nutuka kwa paengo.
My model farm.
Ikatunga lu itodutu manikorika.
My name is Dr. Maurice Uchien. I am a commissioner by appointment, deployed at State House, and I've been assigned by the President to execute the 4-acre model. And I've put them so far in 10 regional zones in the country. Now, the 4-acre model is an idea conceived by the President to guide our farmers on how to utilize their small acreages of land so that they can earn more money through intensive farming. And here we are talking about enterprises that have good yields and high income for the household. So we have the fish farming, which is one of the enterprises that can be done near the water without interfering with wetland and tampering with water flow. Then we have the zero grazing unit. On the other side, we have the coffee, we have the banana, and also a household needs food crops as 1 acre plus fruits. So this idea of the 4-acre model is to support income for the household. And as I will go into the small mathematics, you will know that it's capable of pulling somebody out of poverty. Now, specifically on the fish pond, here is about 20 by 50 meter pond, 1,000 meters squared. After finishing the excavation, we stock 10,000 fish. We feed it for about 8 to 9 months. In the north, which is warmer, the fish grow faster. And in the west, which is a little cold, you add 1 more month to reach the same grams. So by that time, the fish will be about 800 grams to 1.5 kilograms. In the market, the fish, which is 1 kilograms or 800 grams here, costs about 10,000 shillings. So having stock here 10,000 fish, by 10,000, somebody will get 100 million in 1 year. And then when you subtract other cost of managing, which is roughly 30 million, somebody can be able to save 70 million on this fish pond. And this size, we can put 2 of them in 1 acre. So meaning in this particular acre, somebody should be able to get around 140 million shillings.
Now,
that is for this particular.
You can hear in my model farm in Lango.
Kwana itete esi alaije kotoma omanikorika olango.
I have got a number of enterprises there. Bananas, coffee, cows, and so on.
Ebiakengo aswam sinenu ipungina akituku itage agaria kira kokoreda.
But fish farming alone,
agaria bone
in 1 fish pond,
Otoma ochilete dope.
I get 100 million shillings a year.
Atuta dope adumunengo imilioni na ikacha kanyare kotoma okaru.
If I deduct costs, I remain with 70 million.
Ida alemango alematengo achengunu kere isalto ri milioni na kaisa kanyare.
And you can put 2 in an acre.
Ipedoria ibiakini atutayare amisiri adope.
Therefore, in an acre, I can earn 140 million in a year net.
Apollo ke amisiri adope ipedoria adumunu imilioni na kwatata kaisa ngon ekare dope.
So when you see these wetlands which are being misused by planting rice there, we are going to develop big program of fish ponds along these along the wetlands.
Ipuisa malu chanchanoni aiwe mucheri orayo na ijulaki ni samangun akor na eipitagaria tioni idumabar atipet.
We shall get much more money through fish farming.
Ipuika punulu idumunoni owaya lo eipitagaria adepar akore mucheri.
You can see the example I've already done in remote, or they can show you the examples.
Akodangesi owanyutu alaijo samai alo limoto palisa wanyunete kwanesi.
You don't have it, you people?
Ngistingesi katungi mameto resi.
There you are.
Okay. Ngesingin limoto nini.
We don't have time to listen, but you can see the picture there.
Ajenenge mame isapa kinai pupu. Kwenye itunga itetesi. Ata parini munu eranu iduko kiti limoto. Anwe pisi agaria.
Thank you. Let's continue. Finally,
na wasia
since 1996,
ageuno karale lukumitedo pakwa takanyangon akaisa kanyangon ikanyape.
I introduced the idea of free education in government schools.
Abuengo pepe au mishoit na sisia anatitai osemeroi alo Uganda.
Because I was aware of the poor families that cannot afford paid education.
Naraje ningo odocho nui communitos ikalia lumama pedorete I touch ikapun luesemero.
It started well,
abuogea jok,
and some children benefited from free education. But then the school managers started introducing costs.
Ogeunete kwana lwepolo kintori semeroi aridu nunubobo ichegaraman aridu nunubobo ichegaraman
and chasing children out of school.
Ida itasoma nu airenge aidue osomeroi.
That's why I decided to show that it is possible to give free education.
Nini ngesa buenga koto kinor aitodu nodocho be epedor eja ikin ashoman na titai.
I started skilling hubs in the zones of Uganda, 19 of them.
Abuenga ageu aitegear isemeroi luisishana kinere nuakeri anut kedeitatai o Uganda.
I'm sure some of my graduates may be here.
Ajene ngebe ejasi lwetu tuoritengo elo mutoso somero ika aibija asesi.
If they are here, you come and give us your testimonies.
Araija asesi opotu omorata jenatu kus.
Where are the other children?
Ejasi ne papa kesilu.
Let the others come, even if they don't speak. Let them come. Speak in the local language if you know it.
Aso ebala papa binerata luke da Teso arejene ta Teso.
His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, I speak Kumam.
Okay, she's going to speak in Kumam.
Yes, no problem.
Ateker, ape sadope era kumamait. Ape sadope era tesot. Inere na kumamait akumama. Inera tesoto ateso. Mere koin.
Excellency President, Ning Mega Obeda Major Josephine, Abeda Tina Telecom Jaudoti Hub, Kaoto Kedi Hub, Akaudo Ponyera Bersana, Kadogo Kedi Kuno, Ako Jotimo Shoemaking, Tudatio and the Shoemaking Department, Samito Pony, Pien Konmi Miowa, Tekede Junior Bear Boot Youth, Omito Pony Sana, Obamtopon State House Controller, Jane Bariche, we love you so much. We like the heart you have for us. So right now I can't be stranded for the job. I can't be chased out of the job. I can be a boss of my own. I love you so much. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. May God bless you. Long live
Where did you
NRM.
stop? Where did you stop in the school and why? What class did you stop in?
Teso Zono Industrial Hub, Soroti.
No. In the school?
I dropped out from senior 1.
Senior 1. And when you came from...
in our home.
And when you came from the training, how did you start? You tell them how you started.
I came and I got some money. I started making some pairs of sandal. And that's what I'm now depending on. That's what gives me money for earn a living.
Very good. Now, who can translate from Kumam? The Kumam, come. He was a Kumam man.
To Kumam or from the Kumam?
From Kumam to me, because I didn't.
Your Excellency, she says she dropped out of senior 1. After dropping out of senior 1, she was taken into your skilling hub. There she started crafts, particularly making of craft shoes. That is what she does now. She's able to sell the craft shoes and she's able to sustain herself. Therefore, she does not need to be employed by anyone because of the skill that she was given to. She appreciates the role played by Madame Bariche of State House in ensuring that they are able to complete their training.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The other one.
Yogata ngo papa yo erika Museveni. Tomo kiro rai nyara ite sungo. Ikiro Janet Harriet. Asuret Adachar Parish. I dropping atango somero. Senior 2. Ane dropping aka. Poti kapuno mame unos. Mame no si kapunu. Alo sengo kosi. Alo tongo kosi. Bunge swama tailoring. Swama tange tailoring. O Teso Hub. Daunge swame tailoring. Alo sengo agauna swam. Lotonga agauna swam. Wenga lote shishana king. Shishana kiningo. Swama ingo kede ronget. Lorota club Soroti. Akali panelo si papa Museveni. Akota ngoda gangat. Nagauna owaika bon.
NRM oye! Kaguta oye! Soroti oye! Museveni juu! Your Excellency, her name is Janet Harriet Ikiror. She comes from Adachar in Asuret. She dropped out of school due to lack of school fees. She enrolled at the Teso Skilling Hub. she started tailoring. When she left the course, she was given a part-time job to do training of other tailoring students by the Rotary Club. Your Excellency, that job she has done very well. However, she requests you, kindly give her support. She wishes to get capital so that she can establish her own self so that she doesn't depend on other people. That is her message. Your Excellency, she even adds that she has some products that she has brought here that she can sell as testimony of her work.
Thank you.
Okay. That is her message.
Thank you, thank you. Now, you go down, you go down. So, I will have a picture with them.
Apupok Papa President.
Let them stay in here. I will have a picture with them with their products if they have them.
Ebala Papa, dodo kwana, konyolo salimoki nilu, osala kisape surune pene, kedikeche boroli somatos kesi, areja asi.
Now, you can see how this policy of school
kwana,
fees
itede chutese joko. Nualomu tu kotoma au misho itika anwengo da ipepe tutuono ridwe
was killing the future of these children.
Ikolo luchelu itatachete duwe ikapuno someroi au tasaharar narene ni dualu.
Just by training them for 6 months, see what they are able to make here. I can show you on the screen.
Owanyu tudoberesi ai tutuori duelu ila pio ikanyape bon. Ila pe kanyape bon iwanyute ese nuepedo tosidu elu aswam.
I therefore would like to mobilize the NRM members to support my idea.
Akotongo eili pesi kere gangito kolo NRM ikatunga ebumwa kino se gangata ka umshoit
in the coming government
otoma pugana ne bunit
of free education in government schools.
Anu anyu nebe eja unaisisha na titai osemeroi alwa pugan.
This charging of money is very bad.
Akiro no ite pesene auria kaile mikapun eraibo rene rono noi.
The private schools are there.
Eja asise mero apugan.
The rich people can send their children to private schools.
Dodo kwa nitunga utara ejukana ridwe aishomo someroi aluma meraslo apugan.
But the children of the poor should be able to study free in government schools.
Areja asilo barak olodo dikete due aishomo someroi kui luitunga bonik konye lukosi lu idue aitunga lo asaja ekodosho mata titai osomero apugan.
With these words, I appeal to all of you, support the NRM.
Ebala Papa President, keda kironu nuetata mangonu elipengesi kedeta alesiana igangata apugan no NRM.
NRM oye!
Oye!
Soroti oye!
Oye!
Teso oye!
Oye! Kaguta juu! Museveni oye! NRM oye! Anibakani na Museveni!
East Africa oye!